Hello and welcome
Hello.
to This Morning. We're going to get your Friday off to a great start today. This lady to my right is Rochelle from the Saturdays.
Thanks for the lady. This gentleman to my left is Marvin from JLS. Don't worry, you've not tuned into a music channel. It's still This Morning. We're hosting today and we want you guys involved every step of the way.
I'm not just that guy from JLS, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, I'm your husband.
Yeah, I know.
And we have got a little baby.
Yeah, no, well, listen, I'll never, ever forget that. She's probably watching now, so good morning, Princess.
Morning. Oh, no.
We have so turned into those parents.
We said we want to do that.
I know. It's happened. It's definitely happened.
You couldn't sleep last night, could you?
Do you know what happened, right? It was kind of this, I was up on the hour every hour, and I couldn't blame the baby, it was just me. I was kind of like, you know when it's Christmas and you're sort of waiting, you know...
It's Christmas every day for you, isn't it?
How did I know you? I so fell into that one. Don't start. Don't start.
We're here for the next 2 hours live, so stick with us to see if we can pull this off. We're going to have a great morning, and we want you to join us.
Now, ladies, when it comes to being in a relationship, do you think you can change a man? Well, I've been trying for nearly 4 years now, and you still leave the wet towels after the shower on the carpet.
Yeah, but I'm going to move the towel.
No, you're not. You know that I'm going to do it, or you think there's a wet towel flower fairy that comes in and picks it up for you. Anyway...
Wait. What about when I come in, you know, you're coming from work, I'm watching the football...
Yeah.
...and you try and change the channel. Why are you trying to change me for? I've always watched the football.
Well, this is going to get very heated, I can feel it. There's a This Morning poll that revealed almost 3/4 of you think that you can actually change a man, and 35% of you thought it was wrong to even try.
I agree with the 35%.
Yeah, well, you would.
That's our debate today. I can hear you all shouting at your TVs already, but don't just shout. Please get in touch. I want the fellas to get in touch too, because I think I'm going to be outnumbered by the ladies
I think you could
today.
be right.
Nigel Mitchell's in the hub for us today, along with our hub geek, Christian Howes. Morning, guys.
Morning. Do you know what? I hope Nigel and you aren't just going to do dad jokes all morning.
Why?
Because it's not a good look. Do you know what? Only in Essex would they like to spray tan dog's mess.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? I'm surprised it's not for Jazzle. That'll be next. A nice for Jazzle. Anyway, thanks, Nigel. We've got another Style Squad surprise makeover today. The boys are getting on their hands on not one, but 2 unsuspecting viewers, and its husband and wife team will be surprising them in a matter of minutes.
Look at them, I don't even know that we're watching them.
I know, I feel a little bit bad, actually.
It's nerve-wracking. Right, hopefully nothing will go wrong. As well as that, we've got so much more to pack into the show, including this lot.
And we're gonna let it burn, 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 burn. We're gonna let it burn, burn.
I've got my pom-poms, me Italian privet here.
Hello and welcome to Celebrity Big Brother!
After a horrific road accident left her in a coma for 2.5 months, we met the woman who woke up to discover not only did she have severe memory loss, but that she was 3 months pregnant. She's with us today, along with her miracle baby at midday.
Here's a look at your Fridays this morning. Now, Rosh, I've really been looking forward to this.
Me too. I'm a bit nervous, though, at the same time.
It'll be OK.
Yes.
It's Surprise Star Squad makeover time. It's their biggest challenge yet.
Last week, we surprised the lovely 23-year-old Zoe Marriott from Derby. The boys worked their magic to transform the normally drab mum of one into a truly yummy mummy.
Today it's the turn of husband and wife team, Trevor and Inga Mincher. If you know them, whatever you do, please don't spoil the surprise. Don't text, don't call them.
Don't do it. Now, they've been nominated by their daughter, who may be in massive trouble in a second. Carly, she's pretending that she won a trip to London, but really she sent us an SOS to help her mum and dad get out of their style rut. Apparently, she says they always wear old jeans and jumpers and even have matching green ones. Let's never, ever do that.
No, never.
Promise.
You do like to match me, though, sometimes.
No.
Yes, you do. OK, so it's nearly time. Star Squad, are you ready to pounce? OK. Fashion Queen...
They're ready. Look.
Fashion King Darren Kennedy, Hair Supremo Mark Woolley and Makeup Man Mikey Phillips. If you're all ready, let us know. I hope this is going to work.
Let's hope we pull it off. Are
All
you
right,
ready?
Let's do this.
Hello, Inga and Trevor.
Hello, guys.
Hello, good morning. Sorry to interrupt your cups of coffee. Welcome to This Morning.
You're live on the show right now, guys. This is live. And your daughter, Carly, has nominated you both for a makeover. Turn around, guys, and meet the Star Squad. They're right behind you.
Hello! How are you?
I didn't know it was me. That's a real setup, that is.
Do you know what's happening, Trevor?
No, not really.
We'll fill you in. Well, you've seen Marvin and Rochelle in studio.
Yeah.
We're the Style Squad,
Yeah.
and we're gonna give you a complete transformation.
Oh.
It's going to take about a week.
Oh, no, goodness me. Inga, did you have any idea that Carly was up to something?
Trevor, you and Inga have been together for 40 years, right?
Did you have to say that?
Congratulations. Your daughter
you.
Carly's told us that you both used to be really stylish. Are you guys ready for a makeover
You mean you
today?
can't tell?
Now, Darren, we've mentioned that the pair of you actually like wearing matching green jumpers.
No, don't go down that route.
We've got some green today. There's going to be no green jumpers on my watch, OK? Do you know what? The guys have lost their fashion mojo, and I want to really help them both fall back in love with style and what it is, because, I mean, we've seen the pictures.
I can't believe you're saying this.
We've seen the evidence.
Yeah, you've lost your style.
OK, and Mark, what about the hair? What are we thinking with the guys?
Hi Trevor, hi Inga. You know, we've learned a lot about you this week, and I think we're going to give you something that kind of restores you both to your former glory, but something that's just so easy for you every day, and you're both going to look great. So, Mikey, over to you.
Well, Miss Carly has been a little minx, so we do know everything about you. I'm just clocking the eyebrows. I'm going to work on those for you, my darling. I know. They've both got great skin. I'm just going to enhance the fabulous lady that you are, and I'm going to make you proud that he's your husband. How's that?
And Caleb, Carly's son Caleb.
Hello.
Are you looking forward to seeing your grandma and granddad dressed up?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
OK. Well, look, there's lots to be getting on with. We're going to check back with you guys in about an hour, OK?
Sounds good. We've got two great personalities here. Oh, look, you're still looking, going, what's happening? Correct. Come with us. We'll see you guys later.
Right, see you
right,
later.
guys.
Good
Come with
luck.
Wow,
Thank
it's going to
you.
be amazing.
OK, but at least it was a surprise.
Yeah, that worked really well. Right, time to
goodness
take a
me.
look at today's papers now. We've got Nick Ferrari
Hello, guys.
and Brooke Kinsella. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Right. So, Brooke, what's the first story that's caught your eye today?
First story today, fall in GCSE grades. We have this every year. I mean, for me, every year, past few years, it's been pass rates are really high, exams are too easy. This year, there's some criticism that the grades have fallen, so they're blaming it on schools pushing children to take exams too early and also letting them resit countless times. I think it's important to say that the fall is 0.2%.
Right.
It's very, very slight. And, I mean, it's important to talk about this pushing them early and the resits, but for me, Twitter yesterday was full of kids posting their results and they were so proud and excited. And I think this takes it away from how hard a lot of them have worked a bit.
Yeah, it's this annual, as you know, every year this comes round and every year respective governments have been under pressure. Now, what I think you can say in favour of the coalition government is that they've tried to get real. There was something called grade inflation under the previous minister. Every single year the exam grades went up. Well, no business in the world is like that. Nothing gets better. You always have a setback. This team have come in and it's, as Brooke rightly says, it's changed a little bit. And we have this idea of these multiple resits. Massive education reforms coming up. If your viewers now have got children who are just going into their GCSE years, they won't have the same opportunity of resits. Now, is that fair? Children go in on a summer's day, they've got hay fever, the family pet has died, granddad's not well, mum and dad have had a row, they blow the exam on the day, the number of resits is going to be limited. How fair is that? The government says they're going to go ahead with it, some educations are saying it's unfair.
It's not fair. Should we not be saying you can have a second chance, you know, if you don't do your best? Saying that two pupils took their maths exam, I think, 8 times in 1 year.
I mean,
that's pushing it a bit too much.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a lot of pressure, isn't it? There's a lot of pressure when you're at school anyway, with everything else that comes with going to school.
But you're always going to have pressure sometime in your life. When do you start applying pressure? Because whatever you choose to do, whatever career you follow, there's going to be pressure. When do you let a child suddenly start to take on board that?
I remember when I was at school, I was in year 10, which is obviously a year before you're meant to take your GCSEs, and I took one early, I think it was business studies.
They
and obviously,
asked you, right?
Yeah, the 15-year-old boy in me was like, oh, fantastic, I can take my, exam early and get a grade earlier than what I should do. But little did I know, it's probably, it could have been the school sort of, putting pressure on us to hit targets for them.
What did you get?
I think I got A C or a B, I think. I did all right, I did good.
There you go, there you go. You
Yeah.
So that's the argument.
No one asked me to take mine early. I didn't get the offer.
We've actually got a quote from the Department of Education that says this abuse of early and multiple entries is one of the reasons why the government's reforms of GCSEs are so badly needed. Schools should not be entering children for exams early and then for resits or other exams in the same subject. We're considering further action to discourage this practice.
Yep, that's very much part of the reform, so we'll watch for that.
Right, OK, so from 15-year-olds to 5-year-olds.
Yeah, and actually there's a hook here, because this is the story. 5-year-olds, nearly 1 in 10 children has a mobile phone by the time they're 5. This has all sorts of health worries. But again, I say it has times because I decided my children are now in their 20s. When they go to big school, I think age 11 is probably as good a time as any.
Of course, and I think, you know, a lot of at that age, you're maybe getting the train to school by yourself, and, you know... But, you know, when I went to school, I wasn't actually allowed to, and I used to take my mum's big brick to school and call the house phone and, you know, tell her when I need picking up. But I just think... You know, hopefully, I'd like to think 5-year-olds aren't on their own anyway and need to make a call to check back in for where they are. I think, for me, it's a bit too...
I mean, 11, yeah, it's a sensible age. Parents are worried. I mean, your parents, would you let... when your baby gets to 5, I think that's a bit ridiculous. But, however, we do have to be conscious. It does open up a lot. You can get mugged for your phone. You can get bullied because you don't have the best phone. It opens up that internet access as well. Because what's shocking is 42% of parents don't monitor the phone bills. So I think if you're going to give your child a phone, you do really have to kind of be careful.
And actually, a lot of children's phone bills were more expensive than your parents.
My mum definitely monitored my phone bill. I know that.
Sure.
When I went to school, mobile phones weren't even invented. Which is true. You youngsters, this is true. If you had to ring mum or dad, there'll be some viewers who remember. You had to go and you had to get a 2p or a 10p, and you have to wait for beep, 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 and then slam into a machine. I know you've never had it so good, you children. You don't know how lucky you are.
Nick, what's the story about? It's ridiculous story about dogs messing Essex.
Can you believe the future's bright, the future's orange?
Yes,
in Essex. Yes, the council will be using spray paint if they find any dog mess. They will spray paint it orange. They're not the first. Various councils up and down the land have employed all sorts of different measures.
We've even had one council.
Of course.
They have decorated a tree with dozens, I'm not saying that word, of mess-filled plastic bags to highlight the problem. How is that helping in any shape or form?
I mean, you know, in theory, say that you're taking your dog for a walk in the park and the dog does a mess and then you go, what are you going to look to see if it's been spray painted?
You're definitely not going to come back either if it's glowing, are you?
Bag in your pocket just to...
Well, they're not doing it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
and they're not
exactly.
Another council had, bear in mind, had people wearing night goggles and out in the middle of the... Seriously, but look, it is serious.
No,
of course it is.
It's dangerous.
The one good thing is, as you may be aware, little kids, there's a high... Actually, anybody could go blind. If you, so at least if it's painted orange. But the owner will be long gone. So I don't...
it's kind of... It's not going to have any impact, really, is it? I don't think so.
No, doesn't do it for
Very
me.
strange.
Colours of the rainbow.
OK, now, National Lottery. This guy...
Yes, it's interesting, isn't it? Would you want to tell this one that finally...
Yeah, so this guy, this is a really sweet story. So he's been with his girlfriend for 10 years.
Yep.
He's never had the courage to ask her to marry him. He's just won the lottery. He's asked her, she said yes. And obviously it is that thing, well, is it because of the money? I think not, after 10 years. I'd say no. I'd teach him a lesson for keeping me waiting for 10 years for a start, money or no money.
Hang on a second. So you've been with him all this time when I'm sure they're doing OK, but you haven't... And now suddenly you can afford yachts and goodness knows what else, and you're going to say...
Nick.
God.
Women are stubborn. It's going to take more than a yacht, Nick.
Yeah, but this poor guy, you know, he's waited so long. He's obviously nervous, never got round to it. He's won the lottery, all the adulation. He just blurted it out, will you marry me now?
Yeah, but, you know, and also, you know what it sort of is like with men, I'm sorry, both of you, but you sort of, I can imagine that he wants to propose with the right ring in his head and throw the biggest wedding and, you know...
But they're not. They're going to run off and do a quickie at the town hall, which I love.
Oh, OK,
I love
brilliant.
that as well.
Brilliant.
So there you go. So it's definitely not about the money.
Will he be able to keep her in the life to which she's accustomed on 6.6 million quid? Will they get by?
All right, talking of extravagant holidays, if you won the lottery, let's go to the PM, David Cameron.
Oh, the great... I hope we can have a look at these extraordinary set of pictures. Here we are. I mean, the Prime Minister's been...
I don't think I want to see him, actually.
No, well, no,
You need to
fortunately.
see them.
When he